Hey everybody, what is happening? Each Day to Each. I am back with more of my Madden 16 Ultimate Team gameplays. Today we have a triple header. We got 3 games I was able to pump out. These ones have a little bit more length to them, so I'll take the games and I'll run about a 5-minute clip on each, a little bit shorter. The opponents get better as we go, starting off here, the games will get better, I should say, in the next 3 throughout. So come out now on CJ looking good right off the bat. We're going to be using some of the shotgun 11 stuff that we have been pulling out in the last few videos. So we'll start off. We're going to have that halfback swing will be run out of there. You'll have your motion pump and goes, your post and cross, and a couple of the other plays will be there, high-low dig and some of the other plays. We also got Terrell Davis. He's going to be the guy making it so where I don't have to run CJ too much. I don't want to be having him get banged up. People are fumbling a little bit more nowadays, and we get this one a nice. The post and cross, hitting that one a few times here. Sometimes it breaks in a spot if you get a good user. You can be in trouble with it and hit the underneath route, but for the most part, the timing of it is pretty good. A lot of the time. And see coming out there and he's just checking down already on 4th down. Now it's gonna be 4th and 6. Gonna be going for this one, and we got some of this crossed, and he has a nice read. I would say in these few games, unfortunately, did not have a good user night. Did not have a good user night at all. Missed a lot of probably picks I probably should have had or would have had normally, but sometimes that happens. And come up and Sean Taylor stuff on the run. At least I want to have some decent run support. These guys, when the guys trying to hit the edges now, you got to have him and Dayon Buchanan on the outside. And we're gonna come up and we get a nice sack out there. Joey Porter doing his thing. They're gonna get us the ball back. And come out with CJ, almost take that one for big gain. One guy to beat, but we'll take that. It's nice. I'm gonna hit Hines out here. We're running that, and he's got a guy floating underneath, so we kick it out. That's a secondary combo in there. If I don't feel they're running pressure, I can let that halfback release on that play. So come back. We're gonna match that one up. Normally we'll match that one up on the other side here with the TE slide, and nice play right there. That's pretty effective. I want to always keep those in the scheme because they work so well, regardless of what else I'm testing out. Those couple plays have worked so well for the last couple of years for me. So I do have to really keep in mind to run them on occasion just because they're so effective. And come out again. We got guys out there. Dayon come up, stuff and that. Pretty good job on both guys on the top when it comes to the outside runs in these games, and we get Rondé undercutting this one. We get that. Those routes are typically the ones people get and it can beat man with. So you got to get the shading right at times, and sometimes you got to get a little press mixed in. You see right here. That I was covered all the way around. I give it down and in pass lead at the very end of that route. I know where the end of that route is, and I tried. It's kind of a gamble. I'm not, it's a gamble running that, but it worked out really good for me because it was kind of covered up there. So it's going to let us get down. Going to get close, and 3rd and goal. And maybe I should upgrade the fullback at some time here. Probably, even if it's just a Koye, somebody I enjoyed watching. But yeah, it's tough getting stuffed there at the goal like that. But it's okay. When you had I had 2 scores. I probably would have went for it there, but we already had 2-score lead. And dude, Anshel Roll busting him up, and Peanut Tillman in there gonna take it, gonna get the touchdown. And now it's really gotten lopsided there. So having to settle for the field goal there, definitely not a big deal to me. And we're still just in the second quarter, 24-0, rolling out. Mariota's just scrambling. You see, that's what was happening on a lot of these plays here. But come down at the end. That's the same play that we picked before. That's the only downside to Rondé. He's a little short, and he was matched up against Jimmy Graham, so that not only so much could do. And over here, I don't call the over-the-top coverage. I lost the track that he was going to only have to bomb it, and he gets a good play. So good bomb for him. Jimmy's out there, got position on me, couldn't get Dayon over in a good enough spot. So good for him on that one. Good touchdown at the end. And we're going to come out just to get a big play of our own. We're going to get B. Marsh out there, and dang, I almost thought he was going to get away. So once in a while, got to feed Brandon on them deep balls, but turn around into the 3rd with 24-7. So again, this one is should be about out of reach there. But again, see, I'm reading that, but I'm just behind on the user and stuff. I'm just out. It's not like I'm not reading the plays as much, but I just did not get in the good position there. And we get a good blitz coming on 3rd and 11 there on the outside, and we do end up getting the ball back. And we fast forward a couple plays up in here, 3rd and 4. We're going to run it post and cross again. Nice and effective there. Sometimes when your guy, before he cuts across, he's going to jam up on that wide receiver, then go in, and we get a nice spin on Terrell. So I'm liking what I see out of him. He's a great number 2 for me from what I'm trying to do right now. And oh man, it's 2nd 19, dude's going to eat. Joey Porter taking the fumble, grabbing it himself, getting us the ball back, and we're going to throw one more play, because this one's just getting out of hand here. So, and we get Hines Ward up there. We motion that sticking out over, and we get him. So we'll go to the next game there. 3 minutes left, but, there's only so much we're showing in a beatdown. So luckily, these next 2 games are actually going to be more competitive. They're going to be, as far as that, not as high flying, but more competitive. So coming out, he's, we're going to run that one off the bat, just see what he's running, that halfback sweep. Then we can go around and run some of the other plays out of that formation again. And I expected him to run the blitz because he blitzed the time before, that middle blitz, and we get what we want, exactly what we want, and we get the downfield blocking. Taking that to the house, we're flying right there. Martavius Bryant with the block. You've seen Cooper come over with the block. I mean, really, I've got to have guys. That's why, I put so much into that. Even if it's not the run game, after the catch and they block downfield for you, it's huge, man. I mean, you can break touchdowns, and versus getting stopped for 15-something yards just because the guy block shed you. And a nice comeback pass on him. He rolls out there and actually catches Jimmy right. Dayon Buchanan didn't read that fast enough to jump ahead of it, but at least he was there to make a stop. And there we go with Sean Taylor. Another big boom on Gurley. That 100 hit power, not causing the fumble though, but eventually we're going to get some of them hit stick fumbles with him, but it's kind of weird in these. I pick up Sean Taylor and everybody else is going to be causing fumbles here, aside from him, but so be that. I come down and we have coverage out there and we move around. He tries to get that, across the field pass. It's fairly dangerous at that point, but, it works out just incomplete. And again, the outside run defense has been pretty good. So I could definitely see that improving just by the players themselves and play calling somewhat. And look at this comeback and nice play, man. Dude just sat there in the front, and Tillman was behind him, and it didn't even move till it was too late. So good play by him. But we'll come back out. We're gonna try and press this. We got second quarter. Did I say fourth? I meant 4 minutes in the second here, and come around, and that play again, huge for us, huge. And I try to get this one out again. He's gonna beat that slant a lot. Some of the under coverage, if guys maybe use her in that one. So some of these type of slanting off these inside routes are normally fast beaters, but we do that one, and again we get that off the this time with a slot receiver, not the tight end, and he's just not quite picking up on that stuff. There we go. Always be texting up, and so we come back 14-7 here at the near the end, a 2-minute warning in here. So before half, this is going to come down. Got to get himself some points here because I believe he's going to be getting the ball after half. So, and look at Antro again with the big old hit. Jimmy's injured. Dude, Antro's laid the boom pretty well, man. And sometimes being him number 21, I think it's Sean Taylor, and I have watched back and I'm like, dang, this Antro's the one lighting him up, and, of course, he has that outside pass, and then he gets the touch. So he does tie this up going into halftime. We're going to get this back, and he does have the ball. And, we leave a big old gap in the defense, man. So so he takes advantage of that one, try and shore that one up. And, dude, right over Antrell's head. Like, how did he not just raise his hands and intercept it? I'm facing that one. That's, I guess maybe more awareness is what you need. His isn't that bad, but, that was so. But so 3rd and 5, I gambled he was going to pass, and he ran. So, sometimes it's a game of chess in there with some of the stuff that I'm calling. And come out, and he's got a lot of time. He's trying to move the guy around, and we do knock that one down. So, you see right here, I put on a QB contain on that, see if it has any effect on him rolling out on that side again. They're not too great, but there we go. And we get the pressure from that QB contain. He rolls around that time, so ends up getting the ball back on that one. So, that was effective. That was working in there, just trying to see what he does and come back. And again, in this one, I know, again, we had a few of those routes because he was not really defending them too well. And we get Terrell, a nice cut, and we've got open field, and we're going to do a little dance, and get a little crazy, get a little too crazy. That's all right. That's all right, though. We can live with that. So I take a bad sack on first down. So 2nd and 20 in there. I kind of run a man coverage play, but we're going to go out and we're going to try and get the yards back. And we do get the throw power out there to make that play pretty good. Now it's 4th down, and part of me thinks don't go for it, but then the other part of me is like, stop being such a pussy. So I decide let's just go for it. Maybe not the best move, but we do get it, and then we drop the ball, catching traffic. So we try to get it between those guys. I've been hitting those type of plays all game, and that backfired. So yeah, if I put in that spot again, I don't know I don't even say that I would not do it again. And dude, how's he not fumble there, man? That's a bad time to run in that option against this D. And then 3rd down, we user up that hole that he's been seeing there before. So 4th and 6 now. If I made a bad decision, this is an awful awful one, if you don't make it. And the pressure comes off the outside. Joey Porter again on the outside, and he throws it. Now we're going to get another shot. So we redeem ourselves at least because we get the chance out there. And I could have tried to get the first and run it out, but I was getting close, and Terrell just has to drag him in. He's TD, for a reason. And so that's okay. We got the defense, on fire right in there. He's taking the sack right there. He's a couple incompletes out there, but fourth down, he's going to try to get just the first on that one, and we do cover that one up. We got Sean Taylor out there again with Peanut Tillman. So that's the end of that one. So one more game in here, and we're playing the Cardinals. We've got the home all three. Notice like last year, when I got this stadium, I was home all the time after that. And we come out there, and nice off this one. There's the motion pump and go. We really hadn't hit that one too much in the previous ones, but we hit it right there, nice down the seam in there. Any of those cover 2 type zones, it's going to bust open. And we got of course we got the Reds, home Reds, and CJ again. He's pretty good. He's not exactly a pounder, but when I'm hitting him off tackle once, he still sometimes fights through a lot. And I'll come out there, the play develops, kick it down to him. Normally that play is not really good for anything within the 20, so you really are kind of forced to kick that one short most of the time, unless they're running man coverage. Then you can hit the slot coming across on it, but. This time again, this has been effective here, so that's kind of what's the theme for it. You get into some patterns when you're playing some nights. Come down, and Walter's going to get shut down. Walter's going to have no business with me today out there, but this dude's actually got a real good team. If you end up seeing a lot of players, it's really stack team. One of the better ones I've definitely played out there. It's better than mine, so I'm always looking out players on the field, but at the same time, it's the play calling and all that is a big deal on there. And Larry, he goes down and basically runs the same thing. Back and forth right in there, but he gets me on that one. But Larry looking pretty good. He's got himself, of course, what's that one? The most feared Gronkowski, I believe that one was. And come down and we'll cover Gronk again, and that must have been looking that direction. So we're gonna get the big sack out there. Definitely, defense doing what it can. It's always tough fighting some of these shorter offenses. And nice, Peanut Tillman again coming across out there and breaking that one up. That was pretty interesting. Haven't seen too many flea flickers before, and I thought for sure I had a pick right there. And dude, is that Hines out there jumping in front and taking that? Like, really, I thought for sure that was a pick. I was like, what just happened, dog? But that's okay. So, come out and we're locking them up a little bit. You got to throw those timing off of those routes because otherwise those are pretty good man beaters. He comes around. We're going to get a fumble on there, but unfortunately, homeboy recovers that one back, so he catches a break. Again, we were rocking with the big hitters out there. And 3rd and 8, we run a little heater on that one. It happened there once in the games. Yeah, eventually those guys will break free and on some of those that I call, and they get in nice. And so we got first down, and nice play for him out there. Is that Brandon Marshall? Good dragging across again. Real close to getting a pick on some of that, man. But what it is, come down here. Nice play again. So he's got Brandon Marshall back to back on the outside on that second throw. The pressure's getting close, but we're not getting there in time. So he's able to hit. If you hit these quick passes, that's what it's going to be. You're always giving up something with what you're running. But again, oh my goodness, dude, you just got lit up and destroyed by Ronnie Barber. So Walter's having a bad game. I believe dude was like 5 carries for 5 yards, and then that fumble. He got lit up. So again, the team is causing fumbles left and right, but Sean Taylor doesn't have any part of it. So come out, and he calls a run commit. This is, again, the biggest gamble in the game is the run commit. So if I got a play like that on, or even some passing plays, you leave the guys wide open if you can get them out fast enough. And he runs a blitz with it also, mid-blitz, and it was just that unfortunate there for him. He gives up a big play real quick. Comes down. We have the heat coming off the outside, but the running back picks it up, but that's okay. We got Dayon Buchanan coming in over the top, getting a hand on. I was trying to go more for defending the passes that way instead of going for the interception. Here we go again. Michael Irvin on Sean Taylor, and we break that one up. Again, I wasn't trying for the pick on those. I was trying to do the pass breakup just because of the positioning of it. So 4th down, and dude, I screw the user up again. I'm out there. I'm all over that, but if you looked a little bit, I shuffle the feet on the guy. I do something, and I slow him down just enough to let the receiver get behind me. So just a kind of bad day there. But 1st and 10, the pressure gets to him again. Coming pretty good, trying to find different ways to get to it, but without sending a lot of guys. That's the kind of a trick to it. You just change the angles on them and just hope they break through. In a sense, sometimes sometimes you just change it up, see what happens. But 3rd and 10, he's gonna roll out there. Oh, we're gonna lie him up for another fumble, but that one's going to go out of bounds. 3rd and goal, and the dude's been on goal, and he does not want to run the ball. It's totally tripping me out. But so I'm thinking 4th, he's got to run it, and so I just sell out. I do the sellout because it's 4th, it's on goal line. How do you not? But so he does. He manages to get this within a score though. So we're only a 3-point lead at this point in the 4th now. So 3 minutes left. Come out. We can get that run over the other side. We got post and cross. Try and set this one up. We got looking pretty decent. We got a lead on it, but I put too much air. You want to float it so the guy can't pick it, but I do give it too much air. So we're gonna go back to the motion pump and go, and we'll see if he doesn't send time a lot of people, and he doesn't. We've got time for this one. We're gonna launch this up to B. Marshall, and
well, you must be very proud of yourself.
yes, I am, dog. Nice play. That's as designed there. That's what we're going for. I didn't take too many big shots out here, this night, but that one I did, and that paid off. So he's gonna start launching them out there again. We got Sean Taylor taking that hand, just knocking that ball out. That's what we want. He's been in great position for all those plays. He launched another one, didn't get, but here's a 3rd one he launches up, and I make just a bad kind of user move out there with Dayon Buchanan. I probably still could have made a play. I was in position, but I kind of got on the wrong side of him. So those can be kind of tricky to get at times. But come back around. We're going to have Sean Taylor back there, and I'm not sure if that was Tillman with him or not. But they break that one up. So 3rd and 17 at that point, and oh dang man, Larry Fitz beating me again. He's hit that route a few times out there. Those type of routes with Larry. So it's looking pretty good. I haven't used it myself, but Larry making a good showing for himself in this game. I'm underneath there, so 3rd and goal, and dude just doesn't like to run the ball, so I was like, I ain't gonna guard it as well. I'm gonna try and get some of these and cut these under routes that he was doing, and again we get the man, but so they spread out, so this way we can jump the line. That's what I'm running there, and he does it again. So that was 4th down. He's gonna give the ball back. So if you check this out, all this way, thanks guys, I appreciate that one, man. Hopefully you like the way I set this one up today, a little bit faster, furious for 3 games, but see y'all next time.
Ready, set, and begin.
So I pour my soul right in the middle of the song. With these pages written in love, and I still feel like something's wrong. I spent the last few months running without your touch, and yet I thirst for something more, but I can't figure out what. So I try to fly, but these limbs aren't strong enough to lift me. So I strut down this road with this pen and a bottle of whiskey, searching for that perfect place where everything makes sense, instead of this hell and then that lingers with the stench of